Turn it on to 100% like it was a couple of years ago. Every time you get a kill or a death or an assist, it says a line.
Oh god, is that what the game does now? Or is that what it did? I have that basically off.
That's what it used to be before they gave you the option to, you know, set your own frequency. Every time you got a kill, every time you died, and every time you got an assist, it would play a voice line. It was annoying.
Well, we're finally getting started. Your voice is on, so everyone heard you talk about annoying things in the game. I hope you feel that.
I want them to know that.
Well, and everyone, Wild Man in the flesh is here. The Quake Champions champion, the champion of champions.
I'm not in the flesh.
You are in the flesh. You're in the fleshlight while you sit here watching Quake. But
that's not. That's on the side of my desk.
It's still sitting there. You got to maintain the mold. It's like keeping your butt in the couch, like the mold of your ass. But either way, we do have a round 3 match going between KLYB's team, Mmmmkey, and then that's going up against RobKorV's set of 5, Sacridelicious.
We just played our own round 3, and we won 2-0, and I was like, hey, let's play a Tower of Koth for fun, and everybody was like, no, I don't want to do that. So maybe today we'll see a Tower of Koth. I didn't quite get to. I got robbed of it. Speaking of RobKorV is on the Scale Bears, so hopefully we see some nice soul spawn strategies. They also KLYB's got a Anarchy and Slash and a Strog, so they are real speedy.
Round 1.
Rob's team only slightly less speedy. Speed on speed. And speaking of which, they're dominating the LG in the rail area already. Snelly is setting up for at the top of the rockets for the soul spawn. KLYB's team is ready for it. Rob's out of position, but it doesn't matter when you're Scale Bear. Oh, it does now. You got blocked, body blocked. Excellent strategy, actually. It's one I actually prefer myself. When Scale Bear is trying to charge, you just get in his way and stop him from going wherever he's going. Snelly's gonna he got gauntleted. Rob's gonna go up the jump pad, but he's gonna get stopped. He throws it. Looks like they're gonna take the top base.
Yeah, I'm surprised B was actually taken. There was kind of a free path home for Mmmmkey to go back to lower base, but I don't know. I kind of like this upper base. If I had a choice, I think I might actually prefer B. It's very easy to hold the heavy lift, so the only thing you have to really rule out is the portal exit.
I agree. Actually, there's more fast cap routes from the low to the high than the high to the low. So the top base really isn't that bad, as long as you have experience not getting railed on your way up. But a quad's coming up soon, and let's see who's setting up for it. Nobody quite yet. Wolf is just hashing it out with Rob, and there's a couple more people above their heads.
Enemy has the quad.
It's exchanging hands right now. It's down. 35 seconds. It was taken on time. Wolf's got it right now, and quad damage with Strog is extremely dangerous because of the destroying. Obviously, they threw it. So let's see, and Wolf is just cleaning up right now. Looks like maybe he might throw it back. Nope, they're just gonna take it. Don't worry, nobody saw your goof up with the slash movement. Wolf still got the quad. Got a little bit of a shaky hand right now. I know they got real steady hands, but maybe they're just getting the first match nerves out.
Basically hand models instead. So having the quad on B base, I think is insane. It as you saw, basically Sacridelicious could only try to make it a push up through the rail lift, but it's a free shot. You yell pull and you get a free kill. You ever play Duck Hunt? You can basically hold your light gun up to the screen, or even up to a white piece of paper, and just keep pulling that trigger, and it's a free kill. Same concept.
Power gaming strats for Nubaeus.
So 69 now 70% for Mmmmkey, and there's no sign of Mmmmkey even letting up. KLYB almost landing a double whammy. Oh, once again, just barely sliding through. I could have sworn that one of those would at least been a double. Now, even contesting for the Mega, Mmmmkey's being a little bit cocky, and that actually could come back to bite them right in the ass.
Yeah, Rob did get the negative, but it got taken right off of him, and that very well might be his last chance. This is kind of do or die right now. They do have 3 on the base. They're kind of they're gonna get the advantage, but at what cost? How easily are they gonna actually get it off? Who knows? But
are they going to be able to pull it out? Jeez, yeah, Soul does get pulled back, and it's about to be returned right back onto the B side. Here it is, Bambi trying to do whatever he can to at least contest on the Soul. Not able to pull it off quite yet. Protection is on Mmmmkey in the hands of Sinelli. Yeah, that was a very clean sweep. I could not figure out a way whatsoever that Sacridelicious could ever push their way through.
Yeah, that was kind of brutal. The stats are kind of telling the story right now. They're just getting out fragged big time at every level. There's a big fight over at the LG, and it's going to leave several players weak. So, and then and like Corvinus is going to respawn with fresh health as long as he can make it there on time. Sinelli's here. He cleared out the way.
Ellie had the Soul, albeit for a moment, but now once again, well, actually, surprisingly enough, Sacridelicious actually takes B. I did not expect him to go that direction. Now it's going to be a throw fest, trying to toss it likely over to the T connector. KLYB instead decides to drop down by heavy.
KLYB's got it. He's jumped all the way up. Meet his teammate up there, but they're gonna meet opposition right in the middle. Nice rocket jump, very clean. And he heals right back up, so it's basically free. They're gonna meet somebody up there. It's not gonna matter. KLYB's holding down that OP spot down there. And taking too much damage, he wants to play aggressive instead of just actually hold the base, and Rich T's gonna make him pay for it. Let's see what Rich T can do with it. There's 2 really weak players for Mmmmkey. One of them's down. They're all pretty weak. Quad's coming up. They're gonna respawn for the quad though. Rob's got it. He's gonna help his teammate. Nope. He's just gonna take it all the way to the base. He's stacked as AF with the armor.
I do find it a little bit funny watching the dynamic between KLYB and Rich T. KLYB is a spastic monster, twitching all over the place, whereas Rich T, it feels like he's playing on 200 DPI and 0.5 cents. He takes half of his desk to even move a couple inches. It makes his aim incredibly steady.
We used to do that in Unreal Tournament 2004. I actually had a 38" per 360 sensitivity at one point. And let's just say that I could aim my shock rifle, but not much else. But in Quake Champions, it's kind of different. You got a lot of different aiming styles, and you got people flipping and flopping around you at all times. Well, maybe not. It's good for Instagib and not much else. But Rob's still has basically been untouched, and he's he's more stacked as AF. But his team is nowhere to be found. And KLYB is going to make those nice rocket jumps. He's going to make it all the way to the base. Ooh, he almost kills himself.
There's been a lot of firing rockets into the back of your teammates in this tournament so far. The positioning is a little bit tighter. Can't quite do a TDM. Where in pub matches, you're really not going to find a teammate in front of you. Whereas here, the goal is to stick together. But when you stick too close together, that's when things get dicey.
KLYB hit it probably about like 7 rails in a row and non-regged his last one to finally get taken down. He's going nuts right now.
Incoming protection.
Going nuts, but he's currently dead. This is allowing Mmmmkey will maintain a little bit of control of the A point for now. Like Corvinus, flying up through the sky, thinking that he may have been safe to pull the Soul, but instead does die. And that opens a large window of opportunity for Wolf to pick up the protection for himself. And using that protection to use and abuse several members of Sacridelicious.
KLYB somehow fired a rocket through the grate on his own point. I've literally never seen that before. Playing a very aggressive defense though. It likes to run interference.
And
they
just got away with 3 kills there.
Yep. He'll do it. But Rob's team, they got heavy. Let's see what they can do with it. They kind of have even stacks, but
So lost.
and Bambi's gonna make it out, or Bambi's gonna throw it at least. And is anybody there to actually pick it up? Rob is, and he lost it. Oh no! It takes 1 full second for you to use your ability and be able to pick the soul back up, or about 1 second. I don't know if it's like 1 point something, 1.11
Yeah,
or
it's like
whatever,
half
but
to 3/4 of a second for the soul to be unvulnerable again, or to make it vulnerable again for pickup.
Yep, and unfortunately for Rob, he threw it a little bit too fast. So it's 99% and then 100% now for Mmmmkey, and they are speed running this.
Yeah, that's a super quick game one. And I know that you were playing your own match a little bit ago, but the match prior that I was spectating, it was a similar showing where, all told, I think both maps were completed within about 18 minutes of playtime.
Oh boy. Who was that?
It was Waterloo's team up against, I want to say it was Tones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw those stats.
It was a decent showing. Tone's team each time, they had an early lead. Somehow they had a great early game, but they didn't have any sort of game out after that. It just became a free-for-all. Which is rough.
Yeah, it takes discipline to be able to do what you're supposed to do and not kind of just run around with your thumb up your booty hole and kind of just go die in the middle. Some people like to do that. The first person that comes to mind when you think of that, you know who I'm talking about.
There are about 4 or 5 to come to mind, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yep. You're entirely sure. Switch me in Derelict. Oh, Derelict 85 is going to come in. Last time I saw him, he had a pretty good anarchy.
Oh, and he's hovering Death Knight. So, wait, so Bambi's out, Derelict's in. And judging by the number, I'm assuming he's got a couple of years on me in age. Unless he just simply likes the number 85. But
Boomer game.
I don't know if I've seen Tempest played in the tournament yet. But if I had a choice, I know most people try to commit to the heavy side base, but I'm more partial to the Mega LG side. I think that
too, actually.
having a heavy machine gun and tri-bolt control, it really only leaves one path open, and that's coming through that upper nail.
Yeah, I like both sides. It just takes you know, with on Tempest Shrine going down that main entrance into the little conduit into the shotgun area, you gotta take rails to the face, and it takes experience to know how to not have that happen to you. Like I remember when I first started Sacrifice Pugs, I would try and go down that area all the time, and I would just get murked instantly. And I was like, "What is this base? This is the worst map in the whole map pool. I just don't get it." But it just takes some experience to take alternate routes, and I think it's one of my favorite maps now.
It is.
Derelict 85 with that gigantic, hideous broom that's oversized and not scaled correctly.
Maybe he's overcompensating, or he's directly demonstrating what he's going to be placing on the chins of each member of Mmmmkey.
A broomstick?
A giant wooden handle, whole lot of wood on their faces.
Like a hammer. He's gonna bring the hammer down.
Drop the tip of his penis directly on their noses.
Oh, wait, I don't get it.
I guess you haven't hung around Cadre enough.
I get it.
Alright, so I did not get an eyeball on pretty much any of the characters other than the Anarchy. I may have spotted a Scale Bear on Sacridelicious.
We were busy talking about more important things.
Yeah, busy talking about large, hard, terrifying objects. So whenever I manage to load into the game, I'll have a better idea of how the control should go.
Well, you got your game on all ultra all the time.
No, 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 not all the time. Just this time. And it's not all ultra, it's just the textures. Everything else is pretending to be ultra.
Epic!
We just played Ease here, and I mentioned in the general chat that he was completely fearless in his rocket jumps, running the soul when he's Galena, and not even like with an air control character. That was a surprising one. Rob's gonna be on Slash, and he's gonna get the Mega. So that's a little bit of a change there. So Rob's got a real speedy team. Just a little bit more speedy than KLYB, but KLYB can of course make up for it. But it's not gonna matter when he's not on the soul spawn when he's supposed to be. Actually he is! That turret doing work.
Jeez.
Taking it up the back stairs right now.
Both teams are running triple speed, or is that quad speed for Sacridelicious? Their goal is to be on the soul at all times. Basically, they're going the flood of body strat, and I hope it works out this time. Last time they did not have the speed to back up their steady flow of players.
I think they did have the speed, they just didn't have the frags, but let's see if, you know, maybe this is going to be their map, who knows. Right now, not so much though. Let's see if they turn it around. Already, Wolf is playing aggressive defense, way forward. Sinelli is trying to make something happen. Derelict throws it up. Rob's gonna try and take it out.
So lost.
Not quite.
Doesn't matter.
I thought he was gonna sneak behind Wolf. Wolf was focused on the health bubbles. I thought that would give Rob a couple of seconds opportunity to get out the rail. Clearly not going to be the case, as 35% in favor of Mmmmkey, and now the quad going over to KLYB. KLYB at 22% health and no inject has got to be very careful where he moves right now, and at the moment, one shotgun blast can take him down, but oh man, the timing was perfect. Derelict, the second he looks to the right to keep an eye on the entryway, KLYB pokes out with that super shotgun and gets that free kill on the point.
He was being pretty smart. He was, you know, when you got the quad, your objective is not necessarily to get kills. It's the objective is to get the soul percentage up to 100. You know, if the enemy is not coming in, and that's really the objective. And so KLYB was not just running to his death. So he was playing pretty smart there.
Yeah, no need to show your face, especially if you're ugly. When you look like an anarchy player, it's you may as well just stay hidden because someone will notice that very quickly.
Slash likes him.
Really?
Yeah, kind of. In the comics they do. I bought the comic.
There's a comic?
Yep, I got it.
When did that
the
come
hardback
about?
version.
I had no idea. All this
They tried to advertise this game in unconventional ways. It just didn't turn out the way they hoped, probably. But that's neither here nor there. That's 91% already for Mmmmkey, and really not much hope to speak of for Sacridelicious.
Obelisk sacrificed.
Even though they got a team wipe, but it was just a little bit too late.
Who knows? Maybe Sacridelicious finally found their groove.
Round 2.
At the very end there, with a team wipe.
Yeah.
I hold out hope too. I want to believe.
Well, with 4 members running super quickly, I would almost expect some extreme backup for Lycurvinus. At the moment, he's taking massive chunks of damage from a shotgun. At 30% health, or excuse me, at 30 health, I should say. Not going to be able to make any sort of commitment to that soul. And KLYB, in between 3 people shooting him in the ass, still manages to run on through and is trying to recommit towards the heavy side base. B is wide open at the moment. I don't know how he manages to bob and weave through everything, but he does. I guess this is why Anarchy is considered one of the strongest characters right now, because he was basically unhittable.
Yeah, basically unhittable. He ran right into a Sorlag, and they gave a little Eskimo kiss to each other, and it just didn't really turn out the way that they wanted. KLYB just kind of like he got spit on. He was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and then went the other direction. But I've been watching KLYB most of the whole time, and he's been, you know, getting by the skin of his teeth. I'm not going to say lucky because he's good as AF, but he has been getting lucky when he, like, you know, after so many engagements of about 10 health. But maybe Sacridelicious can turn their turn their luck around with quad right about now. Nope.
Tim just died. How did he get the quad? What the
Nope.
hell?
Trust me, he did not die. I've been watching him the whole time.
I thought he died. Okay, I saw 7
Not
health and
giving
he
a fuck.
shifted away.
Maybe that was Derelict or somebody. KLYB's playing aggressive right now. He's controlling the rail area. Kind of knows that the enemy doesn't really have much. They're taking their sweet time. Ooh. But
I thought he got killed by the
2
portal.
seconds.
I thought he got killed by the entry through the portal, but instead it was just a super shotgun by KLYB. But that was right at the tail end of the quad, so nothing's going to come of that power-up pickup. Just simply a nice little icing on the cake, claiming that he had it for a moment. But even still, the weapons and the angles that Mmmmkey is holding, there is... I can't think of a way for Sacridelicious to force their way in, short of going all four, either right through the heavy doorway, or coming out through the upper nail.
Yeah, I've been glued to KLYB the whole time, and he's playing really aggressive defense. And normally that would be a horrible idea because if you just go into the rail area, you just take damage so fast you just die. But he's full of balls out. Robotic balls out, and he's been making it work because he's hitting all of his shots. He's a skinny little jerk, and nobody can kill him except finally he took a death. 50's got a 4 kill death ratio, and KLYB's got a 3.6. It's pretty good for a soul runner. 50's on the base, just making it work right now. Do the same thing, and talk about a speed run. That's a quick 2-0 for KLYB. Probably looking, on my honest opinion, the strongest team right now. I think they're kind of scaring everybody. So, you know, it's them against the worlds, and I think that they might be able to do it. Good try to Sacridelicious. It didn't quite work out for them this time. Hopefully they at least had a little fun. I know Rob was not having the time of his life with Sacrifice Tourney the last time he was talking about it, and maybe he's warmed up to it, but well, if I were him, this wouldn't change my mind.
Well, I mean, at least they had the opportunity to. It was I think this was all or mostly European. I think there was one or two Russians in the mix of this match. This might have actually been the first Euro v Euro match, or basically non-North American match in its entirety.
No, they it was Witzel's team before. It was Rob versus Witzel.
Wow. Well, that sure was a quick one. That last round taking a mere like 3 minutes and 24 seconds, something along those lines. But if you include the time it takes or if you remove the time it takes for the soul to spawn, you're basically at 3 minutes flat. I wonder if any other team can potentially get that time lower, short of having it be like instant capture when the soul spawns. But either way, Wildman, thanks for coming on, sharing all of your insights. You did a great job. And
I did.
You did.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Fine.
I mean, I did ? Thank you. Okay, anyway, great stream. You got a good PC. I'm jealous of your upload speed. I don't want to pay for that. But
$50, it's fine.
I'm poor.
All right, well later.
But we'll see what happens in the playoffs. I think we're getting down to it. Yeah,
it's like 2 weeks out.
Yeah, I'm 2-0 right now, so I'm guaranteed to make the playoffs. At least.
Well, we'll see, everyone.
What about you guys?
Yeah, we are 2-0 as well. I think we have a match tomorrow.
You got the big group, right?
Maybe. I think we're playing you tomorrow.
No.
Oh?
No. You are in Waters' team, right? No, you're in Dayu's team.
I'm on Dayu's team.
You're in Group A, so you have Dayu, Wildcards, Water, and AK and Tones. So that's the big group. So the top 2 teams make it out, so you need 3 wins to make it out for sure. And so the teams with 4 teams, you need 2 wins to make it out for sure. And I think you guys, yeah, you're doing pretty good. If you go 2-1, there's a chance you might not make it out. Because another team could also go 2-1, but also have more rounds than you.
Interesting. I thought it was
You know what I
based
mean?
on like if you 2-0'd it would be better.
Yes, if you 2-0'd, it would be better because you're denying the enemy team a point. Does that make
Interesting.
sense?
It does.
So you can have 2 teams with a 2-1, 2-1 games, but if they won more maps or something like, or rounds than you or something like that. No, actually, no, it's maps. I don't know how that works. I don't remember. Ask Cash Check. But anyway, I'm out of here. So thanks everybody.
Adios.